Some dogs are loved because they are energetic. Some are admired because they are beautiful. But some dogs feel like tiny pieces of happiness walking quietly through the world. The Lauchon is one of them. Small, elegant, and covered in soft flowing fur, the Lauchon carries a charm that feels both playful and strangely royal at the same time. The moment you see one, it feels impossible not to smile. Its bright eyes, its cheerful expression, its gentle little steps, its soft, mane-like fur moving lightly with every movement. The Lauchon does not try to dominate attention with size or power. Instead, it quietly wins hearts through warmth, charm, and joyful energy. And perhaps that is exactly why this rare little dog has fascinated people for centuries. The name Lauchon comes from Germany and means little lion. And once you see their traditional lion-style haircut, the reason becomes obvious. With fur trimmed around the back while leaving a fluffy mane around the chest and head, the Lauchon resembles a tiny lion walking proudly through the house. Elegant, playful, almost theatrical. But beneath that royal appearance lies a dog filled with affection and emotional warmth. The Lauchon is believed to have originated in Europe several centuries ago, particularly in regions connected to France, Germany, and the Mediterranean. For hundreds of years, these dogs were companions of noble families and aristocrats. They lived inside castles and royal homes, loved not for guarding or hunting, but simply for bringing joy and companionship. And somehow, that gentle purpose still lives inside them today. A fully grown Lauchon usually stands between 25 to 33 centimeters tall and weighs around 4 to 8 kilograms, small in size, but filled with personality. Their long flowing coat can appear in many beautiful colors, including white, black, cream, brown, silver, or combinations of several shades together. And when sunlight touches their soft fur, they almost seem to glow. But the true beauty of the Lauchon is not only in the way it looks, it is in the feeling it creates. Unlike distant or overly independent breeds, the Lauchon deeply enjoys being close to people. It wants to be part of everyday life, following its owner through the house, resting quietly nearby, watching the world with curious eyes. Sometimes it feels less like owning a dog and more like having a tiny companion that simply wants to share life beside you. Lauchons are intelligent, playful, and emotionally sensitive dogs. They learn quickly and often respond very well to gentle training and positive encouragement. But unlike stubborn breeds that constantly challenge authority, the Lauchon usually trains with enthusiasm because it genuinely enjoys interaction and connection. And perhaps that emotional openness is what makes them feel so comforting to live with. Despite their small size, Lauchons are surprisingly confident. They carry themselves with cheerful energy and fearless curiosity, often approaching the world with excitement instead of fear. One moment they may quietly curl beside their owner, and the next moment they race through the house with playful bursts of joy that instantly brighten the atmosphere around them. And somehow, their happiness becomes contagious. But behind all that charm also comes responsibility. Because Lauchons form deep emotional bonds, they do not enjoy being left alone for long periods of time. Too much loneliness can make them anxious or emotionally stressed. They thrive best in homes where they receive love, interaction, and companionship. Not just care, but connection. Their beautiful coat also requires regular grooming to prevent tangles and maintain its soft appearance. Without brushing, their fur can easily become matted. Yet many owners happily accept the extra care because grooming a Lauchon often feels less like work and more like caring for a tiny living cloud. Their eating habits are usually balanced, though some can become picky eaters if spoiled too often with treats. Healthy nutrition and regular activity are important to keep their small bodies energetic and healthy. And although the Lauchon is generally considered a healthy breed, it can still experience certain health conditions throughout its life. Some of the most common include joint problems, patellar luxation, eye conditions, and dental issues common in smaller dogs. Fortunately, with proper care and regular veterinary attention, many Lauchons live long and healthy lives between 13 to 15 years. Over time, the Lauchon became admired around the world not because of strength or intimidation, but because of something much softer: its warmth, its joy, its companionship. In a world that often feels stressful, loud, and emotionally distant, the Lauchon feels comforting, gentle, bright, full of life. It does not try to impress people through power. Instead, it quietly reminds people how beautiful simple happiness can be. And somehow, that tiny, joyful presence can completely change the feeling of a home. Maybe that is why people who truly know this breed never forget it. Because the Lauchon is not just a small, fluffy dog. It is a little spirit of warmth, happiness, loyalty, and quiet love wrapped in fur.